Hi guys, welcome back, welcome back. We're going to do week 3 of our October daily using prompts from Pink Odd Bird and Release the Craftin'. We're going to use the hashtag OCTDAY2022, and I'm going to go from day 22 to 28. I'll do the last 3 days next week, and there's also going to probably be like a prologue because I want to finish my story. Okay, so let's jump right in. Prompt 22. The ominous hand lingers into the air, pointing until you realize it's pointing behind you. What's there? And if you remember from prompt 21, the door popped open under the stairwell and like a green hand popped out and beckoned us in. So let's look at our tag, which is Frankly Frightful, and it says, the glowing hand looms out of the doorway. I was fearful of why it was pointing at me, and then I realized it's pointing behind me. I turn quickly and see a witch and the Bride of Frankenstein, and of course one of those cats. This is concerning and a bit frightening. I hedge my bets. So that is day 22. Here's our green hand pointing behind us. Here's the Bride of Frankenstein and a witch and that black cat. And we will look at prompt 23. You throw caution to the wind and run through the door and down the stairs. What did your relative keep down there? So we run past, don't see the green hand, and this says, oh, here's my tag. I try to determine which is the lesser of two evils and throw caution to the wind. I run to the door, whip it open, and see there's no one or nothing there. Weird. I bolt down the stairs. I seem to be in the basement. At least it's not a dungeon. It looks like storage space for unused household objects. Chairs, old fans, phones, portraits, and the like. Some collecting dust under dust cloths. I'm fascinated by an old wooden sign propped against the wall. Sanderson Sisters Black Flame Candle Company. Must be an old family business. Oh, and how did that cat get down here? So my tag is my sign, and I'm going to take it back here. It's the Sanderson Sisters Black Candle Company, established 1692. And here is our old gramophone, telephone, a portrait. There's one of those black cats and a old metal fan. And this chair, of course, is covered by a dust cover. My cat lost his eyeball. Let me put it back on here. There we go. I used a jemmy and it got loose. Okay, day 24. Still in the basement. Okay, you notice a rocking chair that is covered with a billowing sheet. Without a breeze, it's billowing. You lift the sheet. What comes out? So here I have a dressmaker's dummy, old bird cage, an old sewing machine. This is looks to be some kind of poison. There's the rocker. There's an old portrait leaning against the wall, and of course, looky, when I pull off the sheet, what happens? So this is my tag, and it says, I start to notice the rocking chair with the dust cover starting to move. The cover's undulating, like it's being moved by an unseen breeze or something under the cover. I'm terrified, but the curiosity is burning in my mind again. Do I dare? I whip the cover off in one foul swoop and fling it to the floor. The mysterious chair ghost? Those two black cats. How in the world did they get up on that chair under that dust cover? especially with all this stuff piled around. So again, this is where my tag slips in behind the brick wall here. And this is my day 24, and here are the cats. Here's where I whipped off the cover. And yeah, so their eyes shining in the darkness. Prompt 25. An old gramophone starts to play music, and then a line of dancing skeletons bursts in from the closet door. What song are they dancing to? And here's my tag, which I folded. Here's my gramophone. It's on the table. Here's my dancing skeletons. Of course, they have their own disco ball. And the story continues. But before I can totally calm down and my heart rate returns to normal, I hear the old gramophone in the corner of the room, near what looks to be a closet. This place just gets weirder all the time. My ancestor was a Janet Jackson fan, but of course she would like the song Black Cat. The closet door near the gramophone bursts open, and I'm sure I'm tripping now. How long do you gotta go without rest before you see skeletons pop out and start popping and locking to late 80s music? Of course, the corner of the basement comes complete with a retro, yet working, disco ball stored there. Am I losing my mind? So, apparently these are some breakdancing skeletons from the 1980s listening to Janet Jackson's Black Cat song. And if you were alive in the 1980s and aware of any kind of popular culture, you know what song I'm talking about. It was a toe tapper. Okay, and this is just a page that was in my book. It's from Priscilla's kit that I used to make the book. And yeah, so day 26, and this one doesn't have a tag because it's very self-explanatory. As soon as the music stops, the bones drop. What do the fallen bones spell out? And I put, beware of black cats. And initially these bones were white, and I probably should have left them white because they would have showed up better, but they didn't really look like bones. So I aged them with some watercolor brush pens and some wax paste in chameleon, and yeah, and the background I made with texture paste and acrylic paint and that stencil I had previously made of stones to make it look like a stone floor. So that is my day 26. Day 27. The prompt indicates, exhausted from the thrills and chills of the day, you crawl upstairs for a rest. Lights out. What's in the room with you? So here's me in the room. Here's the two cats. There's some spooky eyes under the bed. And who knows what all this is in the darkness. And also the door is closed with some caution tape. And then my tag stuck behind the door here. Looks like this, and it says, those skeleton bones are frightening. Again, the warning of beware of black cats. This is exhausting. But I've hit the wall with all these chills and thrills. I need to crawl into bed upstairs. I can't figure out why anyone would feel the cats are a problem. They both cuddle up with me in bed, here in the bedroom. Honestly, I'm just too exhausted to worry about what's happening in this house and in my room tonight. So, obviously it's been a long day, and I am curling up in bed and trying not to notice all the spooky things that are also in the room with me. And here's a cat in his basket and a cat up on the bed with me. My hair's not black, but my hair is blonde. But still. Okay, and day 28, this is our last day for this week. And the prompt says, terrified, you cover your head with a blanket and find yourself asleep. In your dreams, there is a message. What message is given to you? And of course, here I am. Here's a cat. Here's a cat. I'm in bed. Again, I don't have black hair, but that was the color I had available to me. And then the message in my dream is beware of black cats. So, here's my tag. Though frightened, I'm so exhausted. I pull the blankets up over my head and find myself asleep. In my dreams, I have a strange message, all of scrolls being unrolled, and they all say, beware of black cats. Seriously, what's with the cats? So, that is my week of prompts for week 3. And I will finish. I have not touched on any of the future prompts. But yeah, I even have a pocket here in case I need to do a longer tag. Some warrant longer tags for my stories than others. And yeah, so that's our quick review of my week 3, days 22 through 28. Here are my nails for this week. They are dragon inspired, and I purchased them again, same Etsy shop. They're just press-ons because I find things like this really cool but a bit cumbersome. Anyway, that's it for me, and I hope you're having a great week, great spooky season. I hope you're being kind to one another. I hope you're happy and enjoying spooky season. We carved some pumpkins this week. I should put them up on my Instagram or something because they turned out really, really well. And I will see you again real soon. Maybe I can insert the pumpkin pictures at the end. I'll see you again. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to one another. Love ya. Bye.